Comedy writer Graham Linehan says he was arrested in London by armed police over anti-transgender tweets.
He writes on Substack, quote, "In a country where pedophiles escape sentencing, where knife crime is out of control, where women are assaulted and harassed every time they gather to speak, the state has mobilized 5 armed officers to arrest a comedy writer." Former Mumford & Sons member Winston Marshall joins us now. Winston, what happened to freedom of speech in England?
Oh, my goodness, it's in a perilous state. I should say that Graham is a good friend of mine, and I have been speaking with him since his arrest. He's actually been let out on bail on the condition that he does not post on X again, on the condition that he does not tweet again. He was arrested upon arrival from Arizona 2 days ago and released yesterday about midday. The crime, quote-unquote crime, I should say, was 3 tweets, 3 gender-critical tweets, 3 comments about trans. Now, Graham has been an outspoken advocate for women's rights in Britain and around Europe and the world for the last many years. He's been on my show to discuss it, and he cares passionately about it, and he's lost a tremendous amount because of it. Tremendously, not only in his personal life, but as a consequence at work, he's made many sacrifices. Well, now it seems the state are after him. As for what's going on in Britain with regards to free speech, well, this isn't the only case of someone being arrested for social media posts and tweets. I think this year, we've had over 3,000 arrests for social media posts, and that compares to Russia, which has had about 400.
Wow.
I need to double check that, but it's a ballpark around that sort of area. But last year, when Sir Keir Starmer and his Labour government came to power, a moment I might note might be what America might look like had Kamala won last year. Things were bad already before Starmer came to power, but things got a whole lot worse. Last summer there were riots, and in the aftermath, Starmer decided to push down and use his powers to encourage the arrest of people for tweeting. Lucy Connolly spent a long time in prison for a tweet.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to cut you off. We just have to get this last topic in because it's going viral on social media, and because of your music background, we want to get to Coldplay's Chris Martin, sparking outrage for his interaction with 2 Israeli fans that he invited on stage at his concert and how he reacted to that situation. Watch this.
Where did you come from today? From Israel. Okay, well, listen. I'm going to say this. I'm very grateful that you're here as humans, and I am treating you as equal humans on Earth, regardless of where you come from. Although it's controversial, maybe, I also want to welcome people in the audience from Palestine, because we have a belief that we're all equally human.
There's an art in just moving on, and he certainly did not display it there. Made those fans very uncomfortable. Your reaction in about the 20 seconds we have remaining.
Well, you wouldn't, if, for example, there were Ukrainians on stage, say, we just want to say if there are any Russians that they are welcome here. You wouldn't think to have to make that statement. If it was 1940, we're going to do a thought experiment, and some English people that come on stage at a concert here in America, you wouldn't think, oh, and if there are any Germans here, we have to think of them. Israel have been fighting a war against not only their enemies, but America's enemies. So it's just embarrassing, really.
Brilliant.
Winston Marshall, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Fox and Friends right now.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.